We will now look at our last type of load balancer, the Network Load Balancer, or NLB. The NLB is on layer 4 only. It allows to redirect all TCP or UDP traffic coming from outside and going to our instance. It handles millions of requests per second and has a very low latency of about 100 milliseconds, unlike the ELB, which has a latency of 400 milliseconds. The difference between the NLB and the CLB and ELB is that the NLB has a static IP address per AZ exposed to the outside world, which can be interesting if you want to whitelist IP addresses. In addition, unlike the other two types of load balancer, it supports elastic IP address allocation, which can allow us to have two entry points for our instances from our load balancer and our NLB. NLBs are used for very high performance in TCP or UDP. You have to be very careful because this is an option that is not part of the free offer. Let's see the diagram. We have our network load balancer as an entry point. We still have our application with our two instances communicating with the outside. Except that this time our application will see TCP traffic coming directly from the outside in both cases. We'll see how this plays out on the console directly. So we are going to create our network load balancer, which communicates over TCP, TLS, which is secure TCP and UDP. So we click on create. Here I'll call it my NLB. It will communicate through TCP on the port 80. We'll do it through several ability zones. We'll configure the routing. Here we'll call our target group my NLB group. The target type will be an instance, the TCP protocol on port 80, and the health checks level will be on TCP, the traffic port. Regarding the health check threshold, things seem to be set properly. We're just going to put it in 10 seconds to make it faster. That's it. So we are going to add our instance to our target group. We click on next and let's make a last check. Then we create our load balancer. We are going to be able to test our NLB. As you can see, it doesn't work, but that's normal because in fact, if we go back to the load balancers, you can see that there is a difference between my ALB and my NLB that we just created. When my LLB was created, there was a notion of an associated security group, whereas when we created my NLB, there was no such notion of a security group. To solve our problem, we go to the target group. And in our target group, we're going to select one of our machines and we're going to go and modify its security group properties. To do this, we'll add a rule, a custom TCP rule on port 80. set as from anywhere, and we'll say it's for the NLB. We save the changes we have made, and now you're aware of how a network load balancer works.